I'm going to do a food. Hey, folks. It's Tuesday with Terrietime. And I'm going to do a food review and a story time. I'm going to talk a little bit about number 4 since I've skipped him. So all you deep divers, all you people want to find families and brothers and ex-husbands and sisters, you haven't done anything with one bit of my information, but I'm going to keep telling you regardless, because I know you're all pathetic. Anybody that would do shit like that's pathetic. And I'm going to try the Burger King only because I was just on the phone with Kevin, and he told me that Burger King had a good breakfast. So I'm not really that hungry. I don't like Burger King, but I'm going to give it a try. So this one is for Kevin, and I can't see anything. The sun is so damn bright. I can't see where the drive-thru is. I can't see if there is a drive-thru. I think it's right up here, though. So here we go. Here we go. Fully loaded. Let me see what their breakfast thing is. Fully loaded croissant wedge. Breakfast burrito. Egg enormous burrito.
Hi, thank you for choosing Burger King, where you rule. How can we make your day awesome?
Give me that breakfast burrito junior. It doesn't have anything hot in it, does it?
It's got a creamy, spicy sauce on it.
No, I don't want nothing spicy. Don't you have anything without?
What meat did you want on it?
Never mind. Let me look at something else.
We can take the sauce off.
Well, then it's going to be dry. No, nothing looks any good. What's that bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit?
You said a which biscuit?
Yeah, but I want the sausage instead of bacon if I can get it.
You said a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit?
Yeah.
Just one?
Yeah, just one.
All right, just so you know, it's $4.21 for 2 or for 1.
Okay, then just, okay, then give me 2.
All right, and you want both of them sausage?
Yes.
No problem. What else for you?
That's it.
Any strawberry or grape jelly?
No.
All right, so everything's correct on your screen. It's 5:41 second window. Thank you.
All right. I got a feeling this isn't going to turn out good, people. Or 21 second window. There ain't nobody in the first one, though. Here we go. It's the first. I've ate at Burger King one time in my whole life, and I hated it. And I think it was in Wisconsin or somewhere. Never ate in one here. And the sun is horrible. So then you look at, oh, you're not going to be able to see me that good. And I got my hair braided because it was getting on my nerves. And I have to groom dogs. And I don't like to be messing around with my hair when I'm trying to groom. Minnie, I want my purse back. Why don't you go crying and whining to everybody about it? If I were you, which I never would be, and somebody wanted a expensive item back that was given to them as a gift from a person that meant the world to them, I would have already sent it back. I wouldn't be around whining, making lies up. Deborah Silva, I'm going to mention you every time I go live. I'm going to mention what a backstabbing piece of garbage you are. Because you are exactly that. You got fired. You're a pillhead. You treat your dog terrible because you keep it in a damn crate most of the time, or the rest of the time it's barking and you're yelling at it. So I want my purse back. Because if I don't get it back, believe me, you're going to have bad luck, because orbs come around me when I talk about that purse. And you know what the orb people told me? Bad for you. I I would never keep something if somebody, but you're hanging out with an ungrateful woman beater, making him think you know something. You don't know a damn thing about nothing. You're an idiot. All you know how to do is get things under false pretenses. I'm going to mention it every time. Deborah Silva.
541, sweetheart. Any strawberry or grape jelly?
No.
All right.
I ain't got no faith in this at all. Bet the dogs are going to be getting this.
$14.59 is your change. Napkins in the bag, and you have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, the service is getting a 5 out of 5. Wait and see on this food, because I'm telling you right now, I am not a Burger King person. I'm going to pull over here so I don't have to drive and try to put this money up. I'm going to try to get out of the sun, too. Oh, yeah, that's better. Oh, I got some new glasses, too, people. Because I like to keep sharp-looking glasses. Can you see them? Okay, here we go. It doesn't even smell good. It does not even smell good. And I'm not that hungry. So I can already tell. The 5 on the service is about all these people are going to get. But here we go. Okay. Burger King. Canton, Texas. Kevin, this is because you told me to go by Burger King. So, it's your fault if I hate it. Well, there you go, people. The biscuit seems really, lots of cheese. And the biscuit seems quite soft. Let me try it. Much rather be eating an egg McMuffin and hash browns. Looks better than it tastes, people. I'm not going to be able to eat all this. No wonder they give you 2 for $4. And I haven't even got my own sweet tea yet, because I have to get that in Grand Sling. Man, you know what these nails say? Eat shit and die. That's for you. Deborah Silva. I'm doing a deep dive on you. I know a lot about you, but I'm going to try to find some of your pictures, because nobody knows what you fucking look like. And when I do, I'll be posting them. So you better send my purse back. I might be able to eat all this. I don't know. had my drink. Sucks. Okay. Service, 5 out of 5. Flavor, 2 out of 5. I'm done. Can't do it. I know you people probably want to see different eating places, but by God, when there's McDonald's right here and it tastes good, I don't see no sense of messing around with this Burger King, period. It won't happen again. And the Whataburger breakfast wasn't any good either. Now, the wife-in-law and me went inside and ate in a restaurant. We had a real good breakfast Sunday. And the reason I didn't talk about 4 is because I was talking about 5. And now I can't figure out how to get out of this dump. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Number 4 was also a 1%er. 4 and 5 were both 1%ers. I will not mention their club because I don't do that. But I don't know if I'm going to go to Wills Point and show you the motel or not where I met him. There's a motel in Wills Point called Motel Rest. When I left number 3 and got the apartment, the lady that lived downstairs was from Iowa. And her husband was a truck driver, and me and her got to be best friends. We got to be soulmates, and she's passed now, and I miss her terribly. But I was also friends with all her kids, Ronnie, Peggy, Roxanne, all of them. Well, I bought a place and left the motel, and she started, or left the apartments, and she started running this motel called Motel Rest. And I would go up there every weekend and hang out and help her clean rooms, hang out. That's where I did my first one and only hit of acid. It was horrible. I hated it. It paralyzed me. I couldn't move. I'll never do it again. One bad experience. I tried them all before I weigh in on stuff. I tried. I don't just get to be a big mouth on here talking about shit that I've never tried. I tried it, and I didn't like it. So anyway, Helen, in fact, that's where I met Sharon. They had 4, 5, 6 mobile homes out behind the motel that they rented out to people, and Sharon was living, my Sharon, the truck driver Sharon, was living in one of those motels. So that's where I met her. I met her the same time I met number 4. So her and Ronnie kind of fell in love. Peggy and me and Roxanne. Brianna was around there. My daughter was around the motel all the time. Helen had a son named Dennis. That was my daughter's age. That actually went to Iraq. And when he got back from Iraq, he was in Joplin, Missouri when the tornado came through. And he was killed in the tornado. Went into a Home Depot and he was killed. He was my daughter's age. So anyway, I hung out at the motel on weekends. And I don't know if any of you people are wrestling fans or if you're not, but the Von Erichs were famous here in Texas. The Missing Link, the Jake the Snake, the Freebirds, and they used to have their little wrestling stuff at this Starplex place in Dallas, and Roxanne and Charlie and all of them went to all the wrestling matches. Well, I didn't. I knew it was fake. It's fake, just like you mob wives are fake. That's why people listen to me, because I'm real and I tell the truth. Whether it's bad or good, I admit it and I tell it. Don't try to embellish stuff. So anyway, I didn't really care about them. I thought they were good looking, but I wasn't going to go spend money on no wrestling match. That's for sure. So they would hang out at this motel and have poker games. So I got to meet them all. I never had sex with any of them. Never did. I'd admit it if I did, but I didn't. But I hung around them. And then Ronnie and Sharon fell in love. And they were wanting to get married. In the meantime, Ronnie's best friend, Hedda was his nickname, my number 4, came down. So we messed around. We started messing around quite a bit. And I don't know if I had anybody then or not. If I did, it didn't matter because I went out on them. So I don't know if I was single or not. Doesn't matter. I know I wasn't married, but I was probably living with somebody, but I can't remember who. So anyway, they were talking about getting married. So I said, well, so Hedda says, we ought to get married. Be friends getting married. I said, okay, that sounds like a good idea. That was reason enough for me to marry somebody. Anyway, we got married. We never had a fight. Never. He wouldn't fight. He'd walk away. One thing you'll notice about those bikers, 1%ers or not, most of them keep their mouths shut. That's why I have a serious problem believing any of these ones on here, because they run their mouths way too much to be real bikers. Real bikers don't talk that much. And this one didn't hardly talk at all. But we never fought, because I tried to get him in fights. He wouldn't really fight. He'd just walk away, kind of shrug his shoulders around and shit. So we were together maybe 2 years. I doubt if it was even that long. Maybe a year. We didn't get along, and he was into that lifestyle, always going off everywhere and doing this, keeping everything quiet. I couldn't find out nothing. That was driving me crazy. He had women around, because they've all got women around. So we got divorced, and he moved back to Iowa. But I still got to see him, because when Sharon and Ronnie would go back, I would ride with them, and I'd go visit Hedda. So I've always kept in touch with him. Well, he did 10 years in the pen. And this is why I find it hard to believe that the pull stick ever did any time, because I deal with prisoners all the time. All my men were in prison, talking to a prisoner. None of them act like he does. None of them. So I got a hard time believing he might have been in a nut house or something, or in a special facility for behavioral problems. I can't believe he was ever in a prison. I've never seen, even Nancy, a girl, doesn't act like he does. Something seriously wrong with that dude. Seriously wrong. But I'm not going to talk about him today. I'm going to talk about number 4. I've got pictures of him. And he never got married. I was the only one he ever married. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're still friends to this day. We've never had an argument. Nothing. Just never really got along. Didn't get along. Kinda, but not much. So I am going to go. I might be making a big mistake doing this. Might see somebody I don't want to see. I'll try to keep my eyes on the road, not look sideways, because there's some other guys I'm going to be driving by up here. No, I think I'll turn right here. Go this way. Oh, shoot. I missed it. I'm not really feeling good about going this way, people. I haven't seen this dude in ages, and I really don't want to accidentally have him see me. I don't know any way to get out of it now. Maybe I'll try something. There really ain't much to tell you about 4. Look him up. His last name was Hammond. Nickname was Hedda. He lives in Iowa. You ain't gonna find out nothing from him. He wouldn't even talk when I was married to him. The chances of him talking to you are slim to none. All of my exes probably tell you to go fuck yourselves. That's what you need to do when you're digging up people's families. I've never dug up a family or a child or talked about people's wives or taught even that stupid ass Cuban. I don't even talk about his stupid looks. I'm above that. I let his own mouth do his own talking. Because believe me, every time he opens his mouth, it's a freak show. Oh, I don't feel good about this. If this was the 13th, I wouldn't even be doing it at all. Damn. Oh no, I'm going down Wolf Point. Maybe that'll be okay. I want to show you that motel. It's still there. Helen and them ran it, I think, maybe 5 years, and then they moved to Elmo. And then they all moved back they went to Missouri, to St. Joe. St. Joe is a neat town. It's got the Pony Express Museum. It's got the Jesse James thing where he got shot, hanging that picture. It's got that museum. It's got a big cave in Missouri called Merrimack Caverns, where the James gang hung out, supposedly. I hope I can do this without seeing anybody. If I run into somebody, there may be the guy that tied me in the woods lives right where we're going through. So who knows? Could be some excitement. I'm going to try to not look. I'm going to try to go through it fast and quick. Oh, here's a little truck stop. I could go out and work that lot a little bit, show some of these lazy women how to make some money. I don't see any trucks. There's only what? 1, 2. Oh man, I'm getting a bad feeling. I'm getting a nervous, sickening feeling in my stomach that this was a very bad, stupid idea on my part. Stupid. But we'll find out soon enough, because we're almost up here. Getting nervous, people. So nervous. Haven't been over here since me and Kid Rock was doing something in my house and we came to the lumberyard. That's been at least 2 years ago, way before the murderer, Joseph, when I was dating him. So it's been a while. Damn, I hope I get by here quick. Damn, this is spooky. This is spooky. People. Give me a bad feeling. I'm almost going to throw up. It's so bad of a feeling being over here. So far, so good. I don't see anybody I know. Right up here it is. There's this junk hole where he lives. Oh my fucking God. Does it ever look like shit? Gotta be 100 vehicles in the yard. Phew! Glad I got away from that mess. Okay, I did it. Freedom. Didn't see anybody. Just seen a bunch of junk cars. About 10 of them pulled up all over the place. Oh my word. It made me so nervous. I can't even believe how nervous I got. I love these new glasses. And look how many pair I got. Got 2 more. I love my glasses to match my outfit and to look perfect with my perfect bangs and my tattoos and my trunk. show. Oh, yes, and I'm going to a Trump store, and I'm going to buy a whole bunch of Trump stuff. And I don't know why people are ashamed to be for Trump. I'd be ashamed to be for that idiot Biden. He can't even put a sentence together. But that's what you like, people that don't make any sense. That's what you're used to listening to. Well, I'm glad I got through that town. I can't believe that unnerved me so much. But it did. But I made it. Man, that place looks like a dump. A dump. And that's what he was getting my place to look like. He was trying to. I was keeping him from pulling shit over there. Well, Kevin, your little breakfast idea of Burger King, I did not like it. Maybe the Burger Kings are better in other states. I don't know, but never again. That'll be my first and last a Burger King review. I want to show you the apartments I moved into when I got a divorce from Brianna's dad. When he bought me out, we're going to go right by them. I can show you the apartments. Helen and them lived underneath me. Ooh, look at the little goats. And she didn't have a car, so we would go to the laundromat together. We got to be best friends. And I remember what I did when I was in those apartments. There was a guy across the hall from me from Poughkeepsie, New York. So I don't know if I told you, but Yankees are hated in Texas. They're hated, despised. So whenever I saw another Yankee, hey, I was friends with him. It didn't matter. Well, he was a Jew from Poughkeepsie, New York. He was a plant manager where Sharon, my truck driving friend, worked. So we started dating. He was right across the hall from me. He was going through a divorce. So was I. He had 2 daughters. I had 1. So we started dating. I remember now, I was dating him, but I was also dating a guy from Grand Saline, a rancher, a rich rancher that was married. I was dating both of them. But Helen was like my guard. She was on the first floor. She could call me up and say, hey, Terry, so-and-so just drove in. You need to not answer your door. She gave me a heads up on what was going on. Told me what time. Miles was the guy's name. Miles Davis was the guy from Poughkeepsie's name. I got pictures of him, too. She would say, Miles didn't get home, because I always work nights. She'd say, Miles didn't get home till such and such a time. She'd tell me everything. She was my lookout. Like I got now that go get all these clips. And I bet I got 100 clips that I haven't even listened to all of them. But you're going to hear them all Sunday, because it's probably going to take me longer than an hour to get through them all. I listened to a few, but Flo was having a ball talking about me. So I'm going to play his own words, make a fool out of him again. Sunday, people, I've already got it posted, 10 a.m. Sunday. And I may have a special guest, because Kevin is going to try to call in. And if he does, I'm going to put him on there, and you can ask him some questions. And then I'm also going to do Storytime, but I'll probably have this number 4 guy done, because we didn't really do nothing that much. I think I probably was still messing around. I never quit messing around ever in my life. I have plenty of men, so Flo. Probably not as many as you have. You probably have had more men than me. Being in prison for 22 years, you probably had way, way more men. But I've had real men. I'm just too much for most people. And I can take a beating, buddy. I'm not scared of your pool stick threats. Roll up. Do a deep dive. Wait till Sunday when I play all your stupid ass words, if I can stand to listen to all those damn clips. That poor informant's having to listen to your whole stupid show. Because you can check. I'm not subscribed to none of you. None of you. I'm subscribed to Johnny Mac and Tony Pizza. And Sewell. And that is it. I'm not subscribed to none of the rest of you. Don't even want any clips of the bottom feeders. I don't care about them. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they're doing. I stay out of their shit. I don't care. But I am keeping my eye on the pool stick. Got my eye on the key, the pool stick man. I am listening to him because he's not really good to fight with because he's not original. He says the same things over and over and over and over again. I gave him hints to do a deep dive, but at least he doesn't hump up and cry like the women and go whine to somebody, oh, help me out, so-and-so said something bad. At least he doesn't cry. I will give him that. He's not a crybaby. He does repeat himself, and I've got to fight with somebody. I want to fight with somebody who's going to hump up, run, and cry. I can't tolerate that. I can't tolerate that crying and whining. And I don't know where them apartments went. I have no idea where those stupid apartments are. And I had to come right by them. They're good-looking apartments. I know they didn't tear them down. But I'm going to take you to the motel now, where the wrestlers used to hang out, and where I did my one and only hit of acid. It was horrible. It made me feel paralyzed. And they were all laughing at me. We all did it together. And I guess they had good experiences. But mine was, I laid and I could not move. I could talk. I couldn't move my arms. I couldn't move my legs. I thought I was paralyzed. Here is the motel rest. I'm going to flip this around. This is where I spent lots of my time, people. I like to show things in real time. This is the motel rest. See it right there? Motel rest. That guy don't come out and get me. Right there was the office where we used to hang out. And they have efficiencies in this apartment. And I'll show you where the poker games were. Well, they let it run down quite a bit. Okay, there's efficiencies in this little short building right here. With little sinks and... These aren't efficiencies. These are just rooms, but there's a laundry room in there. These are little efficiencies where the poker games were. That number 8... was a room I hung out. And there used to be some mobile homes out in the back. This is it. This is my old stomping grounds. I hung around here all the time. Every weekend. Love you, Motel Rest. A lot of good memories. A lot of wonderful memories out of this place. That's where Hedda and me were. And we got married here, too. So this motel has lots of memories. In fact, this town, Wills Point, does, because this is where I came when I first came to Texas. This is where my Brianna's dad, my number 3 husband, Hauser, in case you're trying to look his name up, this is where he rented a place, was in Wills Point. Until we bought the place that I showed you the other day. Memories. Memories a lot. I can't see nothing, so I'm just going to go. Hope they can see better than me, because the sun is killing me. I'm going to try to see them apartments. I know them things aren't taken down. This little place right here is new. It used to be called, there was a Motel Y. Eat at the Y Motel right here where they put that gas station in. I don't see them stupid apartments, and I can't believe it. There was only 8. They weren't like a big complex. There was 4 on top and 4 on the bottom, and they were really big. Had big, huge bedrooms, 2 bedrooms. I don't see those things anywhere. There they are. There they are. I spotted them. We're going to have to look at them from over here, but I see them. I'm going to get out and walk. Show them to you. Oh, yeah, I can see them good. Okay, folks, I lived in the second building. I don't know what this is here, but... here they are. And this is where I met Helen and my number 4. Because they went and started running the motel that I showed you. I like to prove what I say. unlike most people, just like to run their mouths and not prove anything. There's the motel, or the apartments, Eastgate. It's that building right there. I lived in this building, the second one, upstairs on the far right side, and the Jew, Miles Davis from Poughkeepsie, lived on the left-hand side, and Helen lived on the bottom floor on the right-hand side. And there they are. And it's a beautiful day here in Texas. Look how beautiful it is. Look at this weather. Look at this weather. So number 4 is not that exciting. And then I think I had somebody living with me in between 4 and when I met 5, CJ. Pretty sure I was living with a cook at a truck stop named Rick. I'm not really positive, but I know I was dealing with him somewhere, but I'm going to get off of here because the food was absolutely no good. I don't recommend Burger King. And I showed you the motel. I went by the guy that tied me in the woods. I didn't dare to point my phone. I was afraid I'd see him. But I went by his house. You were with me. I got through it. Minnie, think about it. Think about what a sickening human you are. To take a lady that gave me that purse out of love, one of my Pekingese people, and for you to keep it is despicable. And then to lie and say I forced it on you is even worse. But don't worry, I'm going to find your picture. I've got my people working on it. And they're not idiots like SoFlos. They're real people that can find stuff out. So Deborah Silva, unless you want me to show your picture to everybody, which you've been so careful not to show your face, you better get my purse back to me. Or if you sold it, you better admit that you sold it. One or the other. Anyway, to everybody else, love y'all. And please show up for my live Sunday, because I'm going to be playing clips. And I'm going to have Kevy. So, until then, have a great day. Ciao.